We had our first winter storm last night. It's about 21 degrees right now, and we have several days that are going to be well below freezing. So there's a number of things we need to do to make sure that our Airstream does not freeze and our critical components like our plumbing and electrical systems don't break. But first, let's deal with the immediate issue, getting all the snow off the car and the Airstream. As soon as the sun goes down, the temperature is plummeting. So, in the wee hours of the morning tomorrow, it's going to be as low as 10 degrees at 5 a.m. It's going to be really freaking cold. So today, we're going to continue our preparation for the freezing cold temperatures we're about to face, and let's briefly touch on what we've already done to prepare for this cold weather. First thing we did was obviously hit the grocery store. Every New Englander knows you need to stock up on milk and breads. Ironically, we have neither of those. We have no milk, no bread, and no eggs because egg prices are insane. We don't really drink dairy, and I'm gluten intolerant, so I don't eat bread. So we have loads of other stuff, and of course, a box of wine. Only the essentials. I also processed a ton of firewood for our tiny wood stove. We got a bunch of wood right here that we'll burn through today. We have an immediate stock underneath right here, and we have more outside and more in the car. So we are gonna be plenty toasty. If you guys watched our tiny wood stove installation and review video, you know we mentioned that we're gonna try to use some compressed sawdust logs. It's exactly what these are. These are called bio bricks. We've used them a couple times and they burn for about an hour. It's all hardwood sawdust compressed in, and as far as I know, there's no glue in these ones, but I'm sure if there are, you guys are gonna correct me as you do. This little guy right here, this is our S-Bar diesel heater. It's a 4 kilowatt diesel heater, and it works really well. We usually run this at night once the tiny wood stove dies out. That way I don't have to stay up and try to stoke the fire all night. I can just kind of sleep in peace, because wood stoves are cozy, but modern amenities are really nice. We did have a problem the last time it got into the single digits. I believe it was about 6 degrees overnight, and I think the diesel gelled up on us. That might be a situation we have to deal with later, but hopefully we don't. And how's Megan doing over here?
Just enjoying the best corner in this entire Airstream. It's so pretty out. Oh, maybe just in case the pipes do freeze, we get that plastic thing that we have for water and fill it up with drinking water.
That's a good idea.
It's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we are actually really low on water. When we're actually at about 25% on the sensor, that means that we are pretty much at zero. So we're gonna have to fill up for thermal mass, you know what I'm saying? So that way we have more water in the tank and then there's a less chance of it freezing. I can see that it is 48 degrees Fahrenheit in the electrical box. If our batteries get too cold, they're not gonna be able to work properly. It can cause permanent damage if they get like too cold, like below freezing. So we need to make sure the entire Airstream stays warm. We're leaving the garage door open, and that allows a lot of the air to get underneath and out. It's very cold under here. I could probably put a thermometer in. It's about 52 degrees in the garage, and by comparison, we're looking at about 73 degrees in the living area of the Airstream. Damn it. That was like the least cool thing I've ever done. Another thing we definitely don't want to have happen is our faucets to explode. We're gonna fill up some extra drinking water to make sure we get through the night, and then we're gonna drain out all of our water lines, including our hot water heater, our shower, and our faucets. We did that the last time and it worked really well, so we're not gonna take any risks. We don't want a sink to explode because that happened to some of our friends in their vans. All of our plumbing stuff is underneath here, so our water pump, our accumulator, and the connections to our freshwater tank are all located in this cabinet. So when it gets really cold, I leave this open and it allows the nice warm air to get pushed in there. Sometimes we put a little fan on here to kind of help facilitate blowing some hot air down there. We did have one little slight problem when we had that 6-degree day. The water lines from the freshwater tank to the water pump actually froze, so it took a little while for it to kind of thaw out. We do have a heating pad on our freshwater tank, and that is powered by our DJI Power 1000, which we did the review video on last week. That's going to keep the overall tank from freezing. but because the tank's actually underneath the subfloor and very minimally insulated, it's more of a problem for the lines going out of the tank and into the water pump to freeze. I know there's a very obvious solution to all of this cold weather stuff, and that's go somewhere warm. However, the problem is we missed our opportunity of like really good weather to scoot on out of Connecticut. So we're kind of hunkered down currently. We're at our friend's house, living in their backyard. Thank you, Cam and Mel. And we're really just kind of trying to figure out what our next plans are in life. We're also resting up because honestly, it was really exhausting building this thing for 14 months straight. And it's basically been about 2 weeks of us just being able to chill. For now, we focus on keeping our Airstream warm. So let's go outside and get all the snow off of this bad boy. Nice long, slow burns. I love how fast this catches.
I'm not feeling too well. Maybe I need, I don't know, like a hot sauna sesh.
Is that foreshadowing, Megan?
Let's make some lunch. I do have a humidity monitor, and this thing is pretty awesome. And I believe this was just $5. So we have 3 of these, and we'll put them around the Airstream to circulate the hot air from the wood stove. And it gets so hot in here. I think one day it was like 90 degrees. So I'm gonna start doing that now so that we can get more heat circulating in the Airstream. You can hear all the 3 fans going, and I typically put them aiming different directions so we can get a good circulation around the Airstream, but it should get up to probably even 85.
I know that our shell is far from a perfect mirror finish, and there's honestly a lot of ice caked onto it, and I really don't want to scrape it and possibly risk scratching it any more than it already is, because I'm sure we're going to get plenty of scratches on the road.
Oh, I'm already getting hot. I change my clothes in here multiple times a day. I love filling things to the top. Matt's gonna be so mad.
Learn how to use the camera, please. I love
Can
you.
you just?
I do love you so much. Normally I use a hose and a filter to fill up our potable water tank. But because the spigot's completely frozen, the hose is probably also frozen from the last time I filled up. I'm just gonna use a jug method to fill this up. One jug down. Let's see what the sensor's at. I think it's time for a nap.
Officially have made it too hot in here. Are you not dying?
I'm dying, especially with all my winter stuff on them. I'm gonna refill up some water though.
Yeah, we're at 80.
Yeah, it definitely feels like 80 degrees.
I've really come to love cooking on this wood stove. And I'm just reheating some stuff for Matt, so it's not gonna be anything too serious. You wanna cook when the cast iron gets to 350. It's like the best for the cast iron, the best for your food. So This infrared thermometer, perfect for checking the temp. Come on. We've been buying garlic in bulk, so I've been putting it in olive oil. It's huge time saver. Did you try this?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's cool.
Just comes down.
Right.
I love it when the snow like falls onto the trees and it's like a coat.
It's really cool because it like froze first. There was that freezing rain and then it froze and then the snow happened. So Cam was saying it's like a mystical magic land down by the river.
You need to remember your communication device, baby.
Over, duck to tater tot, over.
Tater tot here. I can see you within view.
I can't. I'm out of view now. Come on. My last outside chore of preparation for the day will be refilling our 2-gallon diesel tank from our 5-gallon portable diesel tank.
You got really close because I was completely zoomed in. Yeah. Look at all that ice.
The ice is nice. Oh god, I think this is frozen. I cannot wait to be done with my chore so I can relax. I love a good snow day. You having fun?
Yeah. I just think it's best to get as much off as possible.
That was essentially the last thing I had to do.
Okay.
Alright, we have a little sausage and pepper. Looks like smells some garlic, some onion, some rice.
Exactly.
Ooh.
That's all it is.
Ugh. It got warm as soon as I sat down. If we weren't gonna sauna, I'd say we should have some wine. I really need to hydrate. Oh yeah. Add the sriracha and this is a banging meal. I don't think I've sat down once. Even though this is a pretty simple dish, Meghan is such an awesome cook. And this is where we keep our immediate supply of wood. With this handy wood sack from a tiny wood stove. Oh, it's crazy. It's wet inside the box. God damn. About to dry this wood out. Here you go, madame.
Matt forgot his communication device when he was outside earlier.
Oh, bad boy.
We're gonna head down to where we set up the sauna. It's about a 1/4 mile away. Matt's gonna set it up. He usually lets me stay all cozy in the Airstream while he's down there setting up the sauna.
The sauna is gonna really revive me, get me into a real chill state, and then we get to just unwind and just chill for the entire rest of the day, knowing that we are fully prepared for this next few days of Arctic blast.
Arctic
blast, which is a polar vortex from the north. It's coming from Siberia, folks. I just read that.
Nice.
I just read that. All right, I'm gonna go set up the sauna.
Since we are at risk tonight of having our pipes freeze, I want to make sure I'm proactive and fill this flimsy little water jug up with drinking water because in the morning, if we're not able to get water, I don't want to be thirsty and I want to make sure I have my coffee.
Come on.
Tater tot here. What's up, babe?
Fire's lit. Splish splash.
We are getting ready to take a bath, come on.
All right, I'm going to fill this water jug and then get dressed and roll down the hill. How about that?
Sounds good. The sauna should be fully up to temperature by the time you get down here, come on.
10-4.
This tent behind me is the North Shore Nova 4 4-person sauna tent. This thing is awesome. We've been using it for about 2.5, almost 3 weeks, almost every day.
Good enough.
And honestly, it's just really a great way to just unwind, relax the muscles, ease the mind. And I'm freezing cold, so I'm gonna go in there and hopefully it's nice and warm.
Tater tot to rubber duck, over.
Copy that, tater tot.
Tater tot's rolling down the hill. I repeat, tater tot is rolling down the hill.
See you soon, tater tot.
See you soon, rubber duck. Love you. Over.
Love you too, come on.
My exercise every day, unless we're going to the gym specifically, has been walking down to this area and then walking up. Wow, that sauna looks so exciting. Hi.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in.
Oh. You got all the shots you need? Oh my gosh. That's exactly what I needed.
Is it cold? It's sliding right off?
Yeah. Honestly, the sauna has been such a game changer. It's so nice. And I cannot believe I didn't know I needed a sauna until I got a sauna. Wow, look at all the snow. Yeah. All right, break is over. Going back in. Releasing steam.
I feel so great. That was about, what do we got right here? That was about 18 minutes. A couple times we've done cold plunges in the river, but there's like 6 inches of ice currently, so it's a lot to break through with just the little hatchet we have. So I think just the cold exposure is gonna be me just out here. Maybe I'll rub some snow on myself.
What's it like to be the one that he turns to when he's out of answers? What's it like to be the one that he comes to when he wants to dance? And I wonder what's that like?
This is the ramen brand we get from, I believe it's Costco.
That one we get from Costco, yeah, but you can get it at any store.
I'm running out of time.
Bon appetit.
I wish you felt the same. And I'm
Phenomenal.
stupid like every day. Don't know what to do or what I should take aside.
I cooked up some cod, some corn, some cilantro.
You mean coriander? You mean coriander? Mmm.
Yeah?
Mmm.
It's all good?
The broth is like a freaking 10 out of 10.
What's it like to
On a day like today where it's just like bitter cold out, like nothing beats ramen.
It's midnight.
Alright, cheers.
I'm thinking about it.
Successful snow day, and hopefully you don't freeze tonight.
I have got him on my
It is currently 14 degrees outside with a low of 9. It's 38 degrees in our water area. We do have a hot water pad on it, which is plugged into our DJI. We're using a bio brick. This is like a compressed hardwood sawdust log. It burns pretty hot and it burns for a good time, and I don't really want to load the fire anymore. I'm pretty tired, so it's time for bed.
You barely made a sentence.
Just pop that in there. I think we'll be good though with this setup, as long as the heater turns on. That's the real challenge of the night. Will the heater actually kick on when the wood stove dies out?
Got a lot of beverages. Everything's gonna work out perfectly.
We just drained all of the water lines from our shower, our sink, and our water filter. We now are in the 40s, so that's like an 8-degree difference, I think it was, from before. So that's it's pretty solid. I think we're just gonna have the fans going, blowing down there, and I'm officially not really that worried. But should I be worried? Should I be? Find out soon. Wrong way. It's too cold. We gotta get the inverter going. Moment of truth. Well, pipes didn't freeze.
Yay. Did you get up at all?
I woke up at 3:30 and the heater was on, so I just went right back to bed. Successful night. We did not freeze to death. Oh, 31 degrees. It's like, I think, 12 degrees outside right now. We first checked our batteries. Okay, the electric box temp is at 40 degrees right now, so that's actually quite chilly. If I go into the VRM Connect app, I can actually see the temperature of each individual battery, and they're all good. I think this one's actually kind of like directly on top of the metal, so
Can you use your morning voice?
this is my morning voice. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. We're getting there. Brr. Condensation on these windows is really built up overnight. Oh, this is frozen shut. I'm trying to get it cracked. We got the team up on that one. Yeah, I stepped outside for like a minute and just my face like shriveled up. And then I just thought of, oh yeah, negative. It's 9 degrees right now.
9?
9.
Wow.
Oh my god, we're...
So here, I can even feel it like on the wall.
This is like day after tomorrow type-ish.
Look.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah. That's not good.
That's no good.
Alright, we gotta... Damn, we gotta deal with this condensation.
What do we do? Because if we open it,
Well, we don't
it's
want it
just
to
letting
break.
the cold air in.
But that's... Good thing we caught it and we kind of know to pay attention to that area.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
But yeah, we have condensation on all the windows. But Once it dries out a bit, we'll be fine.
We thought we were dealing with the worst of it, but things were actually just starting to fall apart.
Our gray tank is completely frozen shut. We made it through the first night okay, but sometime during the second day, it must have just completely frozen up. We were dealing with single digits yesterday, but today is significantly warmer. I think we're almost at the freezing point. We have a 90-degree bend in our gray tank outlet, and that's where I think the frozen clog is. I used a heat gun and a stick to try and loosen it up. This definitely gives me some big incentive to actually getting out of here and finding some warmer weather. I just don't think I'm going to be able to unthaw this with just this heat gun, so. I was out there for like 5 minutes and it's just not going to work.
What's plan B?
Wait till warmer weather. There's two things I should have done that Megan told me to do. One of them was install our gray water heater pad. Yeah, she did kind of nag me for that one for a long time, and I was just like, no. Should have just connected it, but I didn't, and now we are frozen.
You might just have to deal with it until it melts.
That's what I think we're gonna have to do.
That's gonna be a while.
Sunday. Sunday's gonna be above freezing.
But how much above freezing?
I think it said like 37 degrees.
Ooh.
I know, balmy. We'll have to get the shorts out. Might go swimming in that river.
I remember saying, Matt, the fresh water tank is right next to all of the heaters. It's gonna be fine. It's the gray water we have to worry about. And
I wasn't worried at all about it.
I will say that this guy actually came in handy. Last night, we needed it. But, you know, this is just the trials and tribulations of living in an Airstream in the winter. What would make sense is not living in an Airstream in the winter. As a solution, we're just collecting our gray water into this bucket and then dumping it out in a responsible manner.
I definitely think I got a little overconfident that we made it the first 3 nights with no problems of freezing, because last night I didn't even wake up to check to see that the heater was on or anything. This morning when I woke up, the water line that goes from our freshwater tank to our water pump is frozen. So I'm getting the stove heated up with the fans blowing back down underneath to hopefully heat up this area super fast, and then we'll have running water again. I have no hope for the great tank. It's time to leave. Alright, so I got it sufficiently warmed up in here. We look at the thing and it's above freezing. Yay.
Yay!
Oh, we did it.
You did it.
Let's just taste some pure drinking water. Oh, there we go.
See, just some patience. How ice cold is it?
Oh, brr.